Newcomer family arrived from Ukraine, a mom and two boys. And we had just had some blankets donated a few days prior to that. And they were sitting in our front mezzanine area of the office because I hadn't gone through them yet. And I was able to really connect with the mother quite easily. We were finding things to talk about. We were chatting over pictures that I have behind me here of places I had traveled, places she was interested in. But I was having a hard time connecting with the boys. They were quite shy, and there was, obviously an uncomfortable language barrier for them there. And they were just kind of playing on their own in the office while I spoke with their mom. And at the end, when they were ready to leave, I said, oh, there were some new donations up here at the front. You're welcome to anything that's up there if there's something you see. And I happened to see these two smaller fleece blankets on the top of the pile. And I pulled one out, and it was Sonic the Hedgehog. And one of the boys just lit up and just said, Sonic. And to see him so excited and open up and a big smile just over a blanket was so heartwarming. It made me a little nervous, actually, that I didn't have something for the other child. Lo and behold, I pull out the next blanket, and it was another character that he knew from a TV show or from a video game. So they each ended up with one. And the youngest boy took the blanket from me without saying anything. He just grabbed it and he put it up to his face and just walked back to the couch with it with a big smile on his face. And I just felt like I've been trying to connect with them through language, but sometimes you don't need a common language to connect with someone. You just need gesture and facial expression, and people will feel that you care and that you're there to support them. And that's all it took with those boys. And I've met with them several times since then. And I think we have a good rapport going now just based on those two fleece blankets. So donations make a difference, and the way you approach a situation makes a difference. And just trying to find human connection rather than language connection is sometimes way more beneficial than anything. I think if there was anything else I would just want to add is that, the settlement agencies in communities, or the organizations that are designated to be assisting incoming Ukrainian nationals, are really doing their best, and they're there to support families, and they're there to help coordinate community efforts as well. So the services are definitely there for the newcomers themselves, but they're also there for community members who are really looking for a way to get involved or a way to give back, or just looking for information as well. We had one situation where, in a very small community here, we had a family arrive, and they were the first family, and everyone was really excited to meet them and to help out. And the community really wanted to do whatever they could. Unfortunately, there was such an overflow of donations that was brought right to this family's home that it caused a lot of stress for the family. They didn't really know how to deal with the overflow of donations. They had a lot of duplicates. They felt really bad saying no to things, as well as they could tell the community really wanted to help. And so I had to go and clean up all the extra donations and find somewhere else to make use of those donations. But what I really encourage people to do just in the community is make that connection with your settlement agency or organization, or whatever community organization is assisting displaced Ukrainians that you're nearest to, because they will know what they need, and they will be able to tell you how they need those items. They will be able to organize that just to make sure that the families are getting what they need, enough of what they need, but not overwhelming them with things as well, which is really important at this time. And I think the other thing I would just say too, and I think this goes across Canada as well, is that we have a tendency as humans to get on board with something really quickly, and we want to help and we want all the information because we see it in the news. And with this situation, this is going to be ongoing for the foreseeable future. And what I really want to encourage community members and the general public is to come at it with an understanding that this is not short term, and that your support and your donations and your interest right now is fabulous. And settlement organizations really appreciate that community support and that community interest. But we're still going to need your assistance in 3 months, in 6 months, maybe in a year, 2 years. We don't know. And it's just really important for people to understand that our work is going to continue, and we just hope that the community support continues with that as well. I think that's the message that I would really like to put out there and make sure that people are aware of. We love your support. We hope it continues, and make a connection with your local organization.